So, why do I have two sets of visors for my Integra? One $40, the other roughly $450, honestly, with shipping around $480. I'll explain it to you. Let's go. What's going on? Welcome back. Just Build It. And I'm talking about my crazy fetish right now for this car that I'm rebuilding. A lot of you have said, why in the hell would you tear up something that is so beautiful? Some of you never liked it at all anyway. And some of you are like, holy shit, $450 for window visors? Where the hell did you get those and why did you pay it? Well, I'm going to give you a couple of reasons. I made some notes here because I didn't want to forget, because in order for me to, I don't have to justify it, but to try to explain and elaborate on maybe the things or the reasons why I made such a crazy purchase. Again, because I've had the $40 window visors for over 2 years and never put them on a car. They are brand new, by the way. They will be on sale on the garage section of the wolfpackperformance.net webpage. That is coming because there are a bunch of parts that I bought either once or twice and didn't like it, so I bought another part, and parts that are coming off the car that are practically like hardly used because it's a show car, right? Those will be on the garage section. A lot of you are asking about that. That will happen. But let's get into this. First of all, let's just talk about like some of the best pros and cons, which is safety. Safety matters, right? So if you have these $40 visors and you're rolling down the street or the highway, or you're blasting down the highway, next thing you know, a visor just rips off the side of your car. It goes into somebody's windshield. Next thing you know, you got a big crash pile up behind you. I promise you, the price of your deductible is not less than $500. If it is, I need to know your insurance company. But more than likely, you float somewhere between $500 and $1,000 deductible, where if you had probably bought the quality visors for $450, you'd save yourself some money. So does that kind of help my case? A little bit? Maybe not? Okay, so let's just get into this. First of all, as you can see here, as we begin to open up the box, like you could tell the difference between the two boxes, right? One box is like considerably bigger than the other box as far as thickness and length. The boxes are different. Why is that? Well, because the visors are also different. But before we get there, let's look at the $40 visors first. You can see that how it looks. I'm going to take one out each, all right? But that box has been sitting here for 2 years. Those visors, when I first got them, I got them and I thought I would like them, but I didn't like them. Why didn't I like them? Well, let's get into some of the comparisons. I'm going to open up the other visors, and as you see, why these visors might cost $450, they are Honda Access, which means they are made for the DC2 Integra from Honda specifically, okay? There are not a lot of these in circulation, let alone if you look up some prices on eBay of used ones, look at the price of those. Like, this is one of those parts where it's kind of like, it's a commodity, right? It's not like it's necessary, but it's something that if you want, it's a genuine Honda part. They don't make it anymore. So there goes some extra value that goes into the unit itself. Now, of course, I already said the boxes are thinner. Even look at the packaging difference from the other visor. It was just basically floating in there in a big box, 2 pieces of plastic covering it. But if you see in the Honda one, it's wrapped, secured, like very fast into the box, wrapped in more, not the plastic, but more of something that less abrasive to the actual visor and more cushioning with it, because it's a little bit more, it's not a little bit more, it's like damn near 10 and a half times more valuable. So yeah, that's why they wrapped it up like that. And then let's look at some side-by-side comparisons, right? You can already start to see like at the base edge where, and by mind you, I will tell you it's a tip that I found out. I went and put this visor up to the window, right? No attachment, and the visor just hung there. It hung there with no attachment and no adhesive. That tells you the quality and the precision of the Honda visors being built according to this chassis. But on I go. So anyway, side-by-side comparison, you can start to see that the generic visor is considerably thicker than the Honda visor in this section. Then, as you see here, a tidbit, Integra is lasered or built into this visor. Tells you it is specifically made for the Integra. You don't get that on the generic visor. You're going to get whoever's name it is. Whereas this one is HIC. That's who I bought it for. Not to say like at that time when I bought it, it was like one of the more quality visors for the car. I mean, they're all generic. They're on eBay. They're on Amazon. They're on somebody else's website. That's how I got these. Like if you go, you're not going to find the Honda ones in many locations at all. So then we go past that. You can see that the generic one attaches with 3M, which is good because some of them don't even use 3M adhesive. They're using like some other adhesive or some gray type adhesive, but they decided to use 3M, which speaks to the quality that they were putting into the visor as far as adhesion. They didn't really want it to come off, so they used a quality company like 3M. But as you see on the Honda visor, it has mounting points. All right, so this tells you adhesive is not attaching this window visor to your door. It is attaching with brackets and bolts and clips. Aha! Which would also tell you less likely to come dislodged and off into traffic, causing that $500 to $1,000 deductible insurance claim that many people are going to file against you for obstruction and fodder in the road. Save yourself some money. Buy quality parts. Next, what else? The tips. Oh, now you can see the tips that come into the door where you see have your side view mirrors, considerably thinner, more pointier on the Honda versus the generic one. And then if you go back into placing the visor, the width, like we'll stack the visors on top of each other here in this image, and you can even see considerably less width on the OEM Honda visor according to the generic visor. Also, when you put, and you'll see this when I do the install video once the car comes back from paint and I install these visors. When that visor was sitting up there, the Honda one, it was sleek. It was almost like it wasn't there, but it was there, all right? When I put the generic one up there, it's something there. It's bulky and it's definitely a visor on that car. Yeah, it's there, all right? You got to kind of also wonder, like, how does that work? Like if you don't strip all the, moisture or moisturizer you put down there to have your seals all nice and shiny and that's not stripped well and you put that on, it just doesn't have a good look to me. That's why I spent the $479 with shipping and for other reasons, which I will get to at the end of this video. The next difference is the rubber weather stripping seal on the Honda visor. Oh my gosh, feels great. It is there. So you have this weather stripping seal that will lay against the other stripping and weather seals that are on the door already from OEM, and it just blends in and you don't even notice it when it's on the door. It just blends in. Whereas on the generic visor, they're basically using the 3M adhesive as a seal as well. And then you also have to wonder what happens to this adhesion seal once you get water, you get soap in there, you get dirt and debris. It's going to break down, right? Eventually it's going to break down. I don't know how long it's going to take, but it's going to happen. And then you sometimes you just forget, say, oh, I got to go into this damn car wash real quick, and you run through the car wash and the damn dryer blows your damn shit off, and that happens. So getting into the big, why did you do this, Wolfpack? Well, spent over $5 grand on a wide body kit, right? For the Integra. How many of those have you seen around here? I'm doing a wide body kit. Window visors need to be put in place because I think it's going to aesthetically complement the width of the car growing. I think top of the car should also kind of grow. And I've always wanted a set of OEM window visors. And that's really what it comes down to. What do you value? Whatever you value, that's where you're going to put your money. It doesn't matter what other people say. Some people are going to say this is totally crazy. I would never spend almost $500 for window visors. That's true. You may not, but I have, and I'm completely excited and pleased with my purchase. And that's what matters at the end of the day. You doing your build the way you want to please yourself, because no matter what, if you try to please a certain group of people, there's always going to be another group of people that don't care, don't like your build. So just please yourself. At the end of the day, that's all that matters. So that's why I spent $479 and I think 80 cents on Honda window visors. And I have a new set of $40 visors that if you all want, you're welcome to them for half the price. 20 bucks. How do you like that? So reach out to me on Instagram. You know what I do here. Formula One content, all that good stuff. Matter of fact, I don't have to say it. He'll say it. Thanks for tuning in and watching another video here at Wolfpack Performance. Check out some of my other content on Formula One issues, our topics, and our DIY products on how to customize your vehicle. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. See you soon.